In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to embroider on toilet paper. This was the cleanest thing that I could find to write on toilet paper. There are so many funny things that you can put on here, but we need to keep it clean for YouTube. I use a Babylock Elsa 2. I'm going to change that to embroidery because it's a sewing and embroidery machine. We're going to have the same colour in our bobbin as what we do in our top thread. One of the many things I love about my Babylock Elsa is the ability that it self-threads itself. So I have threaded it all up. I'm going to press a button and it is just going to self-thread. How cool is that? I would detach the first couple of pieces away just because sometimes they're just not very straight. There we go. So I'm showing this for size. A ply of toilet paper is just short of 4x4. So your design wants to be around about 3x3, if not a little bit smaller. So just be mindful of that. I'm going to go into my settings, this piece of paper here, and I have changed my frame size to a 4x4. Now the reason why I changed that field to a 4x4 is that I want to restrict how big I can make that design. So it's going to limit me to that small 4x4, even though we want to make it a little bit smaller than that because we don't want it to go over 4 inches. I'm going to bring all of my words in separately. So I'm going to do this fancy text here, and I am going to write an L. Change the size, change to a smaller text, let, and then set. I'm going to do these all individually, and I can see my field size here. And I'm going to add, and I'm going to go back into text and go back here. Then I'm going to go into the lowercase, make sure I press on my medium, and then write the word it, and I'm going to set that one, and I'm going to add again. I want to do these all separately so I can move them all independent from each other. And then we're going to do G, and then I'm going to change that to medium and go. We can now move all of these words all separately. And we can make some bigger than others. So we can go to edit, size, make the go bigger. And just play around with where we want everything to be. Now, if you want to move things back to the center again, you can click on whatever you want and then center, and then lift that up. Center, lift that one up, center, and then lift that one down. So you know that all that design is all central, and then you can start to move things about this way if you want to, and go down. So fine tune it however you want it to be fine tuned. Once you've got everything how you want it to be, click OK, and then you can change colors if you want. Change it all to pink, you can change it all different colours, whatever you want to do. I'm going to be hooping with no-show mesh. I'm going to hoop the 5x7 frame. Even though we designed it with a 4x4, it's still going to work with a 5x7. If you need help with your placement, I generally don't because my machine is awesome. You can just do a cross right in the middle there, and that just helps find that center perfectly. Now roll out your toilet paper and place that down in the center, and once you've found the center, you are going to pin into place. Now wind out some of the toilet paper just so it's at the side of your machine, making sure that you're not going to tear that paper off. And be mindful now which direction that your design is going. I need to rotate all of my design around. So I'm going to go to edit. Then I want to group everything up. So all of this is grouped. I'm going to press OK. And then I'm going to press this box here, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. That's all I need to do. Once complete, I'm going to press OK. Then embroidery. Then I'm going to let it stitch out. Honestly guys, this is just for a bit of fun. I know some people might get a bit freaked out about the hygiene of things, but I think it's just a joke thing to do. Once complete, we're going to take it back out of the machine again. You want to be really careful to make sure that you're holding the toilet paper as well as the frame, because you don't want to break this now that we've done our embroidery on it. So we're going to take our pins out, and then we're going to gently take it out of the frame without tearing anything. Get a piece of scissors and turn over to the other side. And just remember, you don't want to be cutting through any bits of toilet paper. You're going to go ahead and remove any loose threads and gently roll the roll back up. If you want to, you can get some of that clear wrap and make it into a present for your gag gift. When doing this project, you do need to be mindful about a couple of things. I would try to stay away from too highly dense designs, and just be mindful at every step of the way when you're moving that toilet roll around, because you could easily rip it and you have to start it all over again. Anyway, top tips for you. And there you have it. I've just showed you how to embroider on toilet roll. Please leave a comment down below. Subscribe so you don't miss my next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.